Alright, so now let us look at the first example. The question asks us to find the vertices, the foci, and also the center for the ellipse. So this three actually, even the question doesn't ask you to find. If the question asks you to sketch, you may need to find the vertices, foci, and center lah. Without these three, you cannot sketch the graph. Okay, so the standard equation is given, and first thing first, we need to make sure your right hand side equals to 1, and this is already in 1. So this is the standard equation lah. So still remember the information that we need is the H, the K, the A, and also the B, right? Alright, one thing I forgot to mention in the first video is that the one with X, this one, the one with X is always H, the one with Y is always K. Okay, so go back to our question. Okay, now first thing we need to sketch the shape. So got two cases only. One is your A greater than B or your B greater than A. So now from the standard equation, A squared equals to 9, A equals to 3, B squared equals to 4, and B is equals to 2. So here you can make a conclusion, A is greater than B. So if A is greater than B, then your ellipse will, the circle lah, or the oval shape will expanding horizontally. So this one is your this one is your major axis, and this one will be your minor axis. Okay, next you need to find the center. Okay, center is just HK, but not that. This one, this one is negative H, and this one is negative K. So to make it safe, you can actually write it down. Negative H equals to negative 1, so your H equals to 1. And your negative K equals to negative 2, so your K equals to 2 lah. So your center is just 1, 2. Alright, now we need to find ABC. So actually AB you already found, you just copy down again. So this is your A and B. And then C, okay, now A is greater than B, so you are going to use the formula C squared equals to A squared minus B squared. So just put in the value lah. This one is here, right? And then another value is this one, you put in here lah. So you will get equals to 9 minus 4 is equals to 5. So your C equals to square root of 5. So just leave your answer like this. You don't need to change it into decimal places. Alright, so now you already got your A equals to 3, B equals to 2, and your C is equals to square root of 5. Okay, now we need to find the vertices, the major vertices, minor vertices, and also foci. So for major vertices. So major vertices will always lie on the major axis. So this one will be our, I changed the color. Okay, this one will be our major vertices. We label as V1, V2 lah. And then minor vertices will always lie on the minor axis lah. So this one V3, V4. So where is your foci? Foci will always lies on the major axis also. Okay, so this one always lies on major axis. So it's somewhere here lah, you just a rough sketching first. So let's say F1, F2. And of course the middle one will be your center. Okay, now this is the formula of finding the major vertices, minor vertices, and also the foci. So I'm not going to explain the formula in this video, so you can have a revision on this formula first before you before you watching this video lah. Okay, so that you can sketch it like more smoothly. Okay, so actually you already have the value of H, right? H, K, A, all of this value you already got. So what you need to do is just substitute, and after that you will get, okay, this one is, I just write down the value, so this is what you will get. And then for foci, there is one thing important is that for plus minus C, you don't need to change it into decimal. Just now we know C equals to square root of 5, right? So when you substitute into here, you can just leave it like this. You don't need to simplify further, okay, you can just leave it in this form. Okay, so we have done with our fourth step. Now it comes to our last step. So this is all the things that you've gotten just now. Okay, so for sketching, you need to sketch the y-axis and also the x-axis first. Then you sketch this y-axis and x-axis you are going to use dense line. Okay, dense line. So for the ellipse, this ellipse you are going to use dotted line. Okay, dotted line. So the center will be located in the intersection between these two dotted lines. Okay, and since we know this A is greater than B, so the shape will look something like this. So now we can sketch. Okay, one thing you need to be careful is that you actually, when you sketch, you need to be logic. What do you mean by logic? For example, let's say here, at the minor vertices, you can see there is a coordinate 1, 0. 1, 0, it means the y touches, the y, not the y, okay. One of the coordinate is 0. So this 0, maksudnya dia akan touch the x-axis lah, sebab the y coordinates is 0. So it will touch the x-axis. So your ellipse, when you sketch, it should also touch the x-axis at one point, which is at the V4 lah. Okay, so this is about the logic. Okay, so when you sketch, you need to be logic. So same thing, we can just label here. The longer one is the major axis, and if you want, you can write down y equals to 2, and then here minor axis, s equals to 1. How do you know it's s equal to 1 and y equals to 2? Just start from your center. Okay, now we can label. Your center is 1, 2, and then where is your V1, V2? So just label lah. Okay, and that's the end of the question, and this is what you should get or what you should have drawn after solving this question. Okay, so basically this one, sketching graph, is not that hard, and you just need to apply the basic knowledge. And for the fourth line, you can just label in between, okay, in between the vertices and also the center. And I guess that's it for now. So thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next PAL meeting. Thank you.